I think kuna tu a level of respect that we owe each other in this industry, because again production house hamwezi fanya job bila actors. So ata kama mtasema kuna AI, fine if you can use AI, but again you can never use AI for too long because the audience and the consumption is going to be done by human beings. I think I came to learn that kwa industry lazima kuwe selfish, and not selfish in a mean way yenye unaenda kuonyesha watu that you're all that, or like you know all those things, but it's just more of like being selfish and also putting yourself first. It boils down to the communication, because there's another set that I was in yenye the crew and the cast were really doing the most for this production company, but walikuwa na take for granted until it got to a point where tulikuwa tunaona tunazoea. So it got to a point where we decided even us to work out.
Tukitoa communication kwa industry. Hii communication inawakaje kwa your love life?
Hey, how did you go from 100 to 0? Communication.
Wanaona hapa hivi unajua hapa nje ni kama kidogo unatakwa sana.
Si ni sawa. Kama utakwi as a dame, it's a problem.
Let's start by are you seeing anyone right now? Ladies, gentlemen, welcome to this new episode. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you for the love. Asanteni sana. Now tuko na there was a time episode 2 niliwaletea a certain nurse. Leo nimewaletea mwingine. Welcome.
Thank you. You intro me umanje bro. Like
ni mwanje manzara niko like fit man. Twende venye itaenda. Kwanza lakini
niko pokaje.
Niko fit kabisa.
It's been a minute.
A hot one.
A long minute, God, man.
When was the last time we linked up?
I think either 2020 or 2021. Because I don't think we've met. I don't think we've met at all.
For real? Tangu
hata events.
Tangu kwa celeb. Kujanga events. Events nendo kuji.
Mimi nanga events, man.
Gani?
Zenye hauko?
Industry nakupelekaje?
Industry ko tu venye industry ko.
Ana nashanga nikuitaje? Me when I knew you
2020.
Sasa kwa industry nasikia unashika Muchiri.
Si because nilijibrand hivyo. I mean, time ulikuwa unanipata, I think I was still starting off. Nilikuwa commercial model. Actually tulipatana kwa set ya Shell.
Tukishoot advert ya Shell.
Yeah, Shell. So, but I was still trying to figure out who I am, what brand I want to go for, vitu kama hizo. So,
ulikuwa na hype, ulikuwa na energy. Unakama nyambe, you know I want to do these things.
I was young.
Udema kona njaa. At that time ile time yenye I think because it was during COVID time when
yeah.
Your time ile time yenye umechoka, you've either been partying the whole week and then unakuja set so umechoka, hapo kuna kadem kuna energy kana nyambia mansemi I want tukasema
I had big dreams back then, and then nikakuja kurealize reality ya industry yetu na
what reality ni gani
I mean, industry ina grow bado, so of course kuna hizo teething problems we have a few issues here and there, but
wacha kuficha issues gani? What issues?
Sinaja tu structures tu ni vitu zenye
by structures you mean, what do you mean by structures? Choma kama unataka
sisi choma wala sisi choma wezi nilifa ni chome bro. Okay, so thing is I think in terms of mimi ndajongelea like an actor. Acting I don't think we're taken as seriously, or rather we're not paid as we should be paid, and even for us to be able to make significant growth kwa industry to like it's gonna take a while, it's gonna take some time, unless you're doing other things on the side like influencing, or you have a business, or that's when you can make monetary sense. But ukitegemea acting peke yake, man, utaumia. And then if you don't have like financial background or any information about finances, for real utaumia.
So kwani kuna ukonyo na kulipa vibaya?
Mimi kuna adverts nimekula sijui dozingine I can't even say.
What's the least ushekula kwa advert?
I think
nikwambia kwa alikuibia.
Na unajua ameniibia, si ati hiyo najua. I think it was the first one 40 nikiwa Shell.
40k. Was it a TVC or ilikuwa online?
Both. Digital and print for 2 years buyout. Yeah.
40,000
when you were meeting, yeah. Nah, by the time I was being
if
paid,
it's
it took
40,000
like...
that contract is still valid.
Is it?
Ilikuwa 2020?
2020. When we met.
2020?
Yeah.
Kwenye ilikuwa advert gani?
20... Yeah, But thing is, or rather sijaiona. Also, by the time tulikuwa tunalipwa, it took like, what, like a whole year?
But maybe they took advantage kwa sababu unajua you are new in the industry.
That's a thing. Yeah.
So 40k at that point when you're still living with your parents. 40K
hey, at that time the 40k was a lot of money because I thought, me
hata bia hata moja.
Wewe kwenda si tulijoana to your day, like how am I supposed to look for you after that?
Yes, kuniambia nimelipwa. Hata
ulipo your day. So it took like a whole year to be paid.
Yeah, all took a year.
Nyinyi nilisikia crew mlilipwa.
Mimi nilizusha. Sema nada, me I can do things for free. Whether you air or not, that's your problem.
Yeah, so it take a while kulipwa. Like I think it ilikuwa learning process. Also contracts, lazima angalia contracts because you just can't be signing blindly. And I think hapo ndo pale producers wanachezeanga. Most of the time
you find unaangalia contract.
Zimera sikuwa nashughulika mambo ya contract. Mimi nilikuwa tunajua it's a piece of paper I should just sign nilipwe. That's it. Like I'd never really thought it was that serious until the month started getting crazy and things got a bit complicated. Kuna set niliumianga. I had to quit after one season.
Look at me connecting the dots.
I don't think it's on Showmax. Yeah.
Kind of Showmax I think nachono.
But see, I don't
Senya nafikiria.
Is it director alikuwa Dema Machali?
Sijui director alikuwa nani but najua niliwatch some
production house ni Dema Machali.
Nyaboy.
Z.
Ego 209.
Z. No, it wasn't that one, no. Iyo ilikuwa different. No, but that one it was more of like client issues.
So unasema there's a production you quit after a whole season.
Yes. So conditions za set zilikuwa mbaya, tulikuwa tunakula. Yani it was just terrible. It was terrible. Sometimes we'd go to like a cold place, tunakula nyuma ya magari, ndani ya vans, like hakukuwa na any nini. Also, the fact that the client should I
go ahead. Show me a client.
CSE. So the client who was or rather the distribution company.
Kama uliquit client hawezi kupatia job tena.
Apana,
so choma tu.
Sisi choma bro.
Okay,
thing is because I'm also working with them bado.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah. So there's a difference between the client and the production house. So the
client,
what's the
problem?
The production house. Because now the production house was telling us it's 2 seasons on the contract, but the client knows it's 1 season. So you're seeing all those complications also in terms of pay, in terms of like working conditions on set, the working hours. It was too much for me. Alafu you're back and forth, their clarity. We don't even know when we're going to be paid. I wasn't going to have it. I was not going to have it. So I quit after 1 season. And that's why ukiwatch your show, hopefully if you know what I'm talking about, because I've met people who are like, what happened? Like, bado uko kwa nini? Ulifungiwa kwa nini? Because that's the whole storyline, like nilifungiwa mali.
Kama mnajua hiyo andikeni hapo kwa comments. Chomeni.
Msiandike.
Kama mnataka production house, weka pia hapo.
But anyway, I mean, I think kuna tu a level of respect that we owe each other in this industry. Because again, production house hamwezi fanya job bila actors. Or rather, if you can, ni animation. But either way, you need voice actors, no?
So kuna AI,
ni sawa mtumie AI by the way, it's okay, but at the same time AI will never replace that human touch, that human aspect. So ata kama mtasema kuna AI, fine if you can use AI, but again you can never use AI for too long because the audience and the consumption is going to be done by human beings.
Not kama walikuwa hurt.
Mimi nilikuwa hurt because I felt so offended because nimejitolea to do so much for this production house, but they don't usually see it. And again, I think I came to learn that kwa industry lazima kuwa selfish, and not selfish in a mean way yenye unaenda kuonyesha watu that you're all that, or like, you know, all those things, but it's just more of like being selfish and also putting yourself first, you know, like kama ni contract, also put in your terms, like if you feel like you can't work for more than 12 hours, don't work for more than 12 hours.
12 hours na kumka kuna some unajua industry ni actors pia mnasumbuanga sana
aje
because kuna job. This is the thing, when you go for I always tell actors, everything I do I always tell my actors, we've agreed tunamaliza 8 but natural circumstances can happen. Camera inaharibika, kunaweza kuwa na kelele, it's not your fault,
yeah.
But I feel like we need to understand each other in the sense that naweza kwambia tutamaliza 8 but naona kata tunamaliza midnight kwa sababu kuna ABCD.
Yeah.
But kuna actors wata walk out. Me once an actor walked out on my set. But that's how he killed his career. He's never come back.
Which set is this?
Setting in up of actor after walkout out going in.
Okay.
My God's never slept.
I get where you're coming from, to be honest, but again it boils down to the communication, because there's another set that I was in yenye the crew and the cast were really doing the most for this production company, but walikuwa na take for granted until it got to a point where tulikuwa tunaona tunazoea. So it got to a point where we decided, even us, to work out, like if this happened, it's not in our contract, and that's what you guys are doing. You're working against our contract, like, and when we call you out, it's not a big deal, but for us, we're suffering the consequences because of your actions. Back at a point we decide, you know what, for us, we'll just start working out. But it wasn't like that from the get-go, because we really did the most for this set. Again, communication from the production house. We are human beings. We get it. Kamera ikianguka or whatever happens, ema kunyeshe when it wasn't supposed to be raining, I'd understand as an actor, because at the end of the day, I don't want to be back here on Saturday to shoot again if I'm supposed to be shooting Monday to Friday. I don't want to do that. So again, communication too, but people take that communication for granted, because again, we're working as human beings, not machines. So it's about understanding each other.
Okay, tukitoa hii communication kwa industry. Hii communication wakaje kwa your love life?
How did you go from 100 to 0?
Lazima. Communication. Wanaona hapa hivi, unajua hapa nje ni kama kidogo unatakwa sana.
Si ni sawa. Kwani unajua ni if kama utakwi as a dame, it's a problem. It's a problem. Hata chalif kama utakwi ni problem. But communication in my love life. It's
Let's start by are you seeing anyone right now? Careful. Careful.
Define seeing.
Seeing is, are you dating? Are you in love?
In love is a strong word, man.
Okay, what are you in then? Okay, excuse me, Nairobi kuna in love, kuna in money, na kuna in bed. Which one are you?
I
I'm gonna go talking stage.
This is hard. This is hard to answer. I'm communicating with someone.
Communicating, you also communicate with
No, I'm communicating more personally with someone.
So do you feel like communication is a big thing in that relationship?
Yes.
If this person doesn't communicate as often as you want him to communicate, what will you do?
Like, move on to the next.
Hey,
or rather,
kuna line.
No, but come on.
Like umesema next ni kama venye.
You, what do you think?
I think there's a line.
Exactly. So, I mean, I'll communicate and tell them, like, if you don't feel like this is something you can invest your time in, then don't waste my time. Yeah.
So if someone is watching and anta communicate, anza communicate leo kwa sababu umesema kuna communication.
Kuna mwenye amechukua position ya kucommunicatiwa. So, hiyo position ikikuwa vacant, then
Uta-announce, tutawekea poster. Say available.
No, I'm not going to do that. If you know, you know. Yeah.
So guys, lazima mkiangalianga stories za Shiko. Mkana amepost kitu hapo iko na happy.
Nianze kusign post my sad song.
Anaeka hapo sijui inauma by BN wewe jua kimemramba.
Sasa hapo no anaweza slide, but in the meantime no.
But anyway, I don't you can go. Let me not go there. Yapo kwa slide, wacha nisiende hapo at all.
Just unapenda kuwasha moto, man.
Lazima niwashe moto. Kwani tutapataje views? Clickbait. Lazima tuwashe moto. So what do you cause tumesema you've said communication between producers and
actors,
even
crew,
even your personal relationship. It seems like you value communication more than anything else.
Yeah.
In any relationship you have, whether it's a working relationship, parental relationship, ama
yes.
Hiyo ingine ndio umesema una communicate na
communicate.
Kama ni umembo una communicate, please delete namba yake.
Anajua vitu kwa hiyo ufanya pia, but anyway.
Nitaona kwa comment, nitaangalia kwa likes.
Yeah, communication is so important, because at the end of the day we're dealing with human beings, not machines. So you have to communicate, because kuna vitu zingine zenye haziwezi ni piss off, zenye zina kupiss off na mimi I might do them innocently without thinking much of it, but for you unaweza kuwa triggered, but I wouldn't know that if you don't tell me, because for me it's not a big deal. So na get, so if you don't tell me, how am I supposed to know? Same way with production, if you don't communicate and tell me, Aki, for real, this and this is what we have, or this would cost us this much if we went another day, I'd understand, because I also don't want to put myself in a position where I'm working an extra day and I'm not even being paid for that extra day. You get? So again, communication is so important in all relationships.
Changing gears, have you ever been hurt by a production company badly, that you ever felt like nimetoka na cinema na sitaki, I'm never ever going to be an actor again?
Yes, it got to a point nilianga nikiwa set. Sisi sema we kwenda. Sisi sema. If people know, if you know, you know. Comment. But yes, there's a season 1 for a certain project. It got to a point where we were begging for transport, we were begging for our salaries to be on time, we were begging. Alafu ni zile zenye salary yetu imekatwa, like it's literally the bare minimum. Nile yenye unasema acha tunifanyie project ndo niingize mguu kwa industry, ndo at least, because it's a big project and it's been done by someone who's done a big project before. If you know, you know. God. So it got to a point we were so frustrated and it was so overwhelming, because tulikuwa tuna overworkiwa, we're not being paid enough. Transport was an issue, because you can imagine unalipwa maybe for example you get apana for example actually yeah ndasema kitu nilikuwa nalipwa yes. If bad ni ukweli
sema kama mbaya
for example you being paid like 40k as one of the main cast per month 40k per month. Mind you, you're sorting your own transport. For example, if you're maybe your call time is at like midday, you can't be coming to set at 6:30 in the morning to do what? Why are you wasting half a day? You get? So
yeah, actors.
Utajipata aki tunapitianga man, like utajipata you're paying for your transport coming from home to set, and it's probably like maybe 500 bob, 700 bob, depending on kama kuna nyesha or whatever. So, and this transport money will not be refunded to you. So you can imagine if you're spending maybe like how much, like
10-15
4k, even 10-15 per month. No, per week. Per month you can be 15k. Out of the 40k, you're left with what? 25. 25. Hojalipa rent, hojalipa food yako. Like you can imagine how much level of frustration you can have from that, because you're wondering, kwani na work for free? But at the end of the day, you're not saving anything. You're not having anything to spend on yourself. Like, you can't even go out comfortably without feeling like, hey, man, my next salary ni hivyo. Alafu tena, worst part is, kwa script, you don't even know where your character is heading. Because ilifika a point, you don't even know if you're going to die in the next episode, if you're not going to die in the... Like, shogani. But you don't even know. Like, there's a lot of uncertainties. And if you ask for it, you wouldn't be given, like... a clear answer around it. So you can imagine living like that and not knowing if your next salary is going to come next month, or if this month is your last day on set. You know, like it was a lot of
like you're living
pressure.
A lot of uncertainty.
Yeah, that's the thing. And they didn't care. They didn't care at all.
So how did you solve it? How did you go around? How did you go about it?
So good thing is there was a clash between them and the clients, the production house and the clients. So the clients came in.
Who was the client?
There's a clash between the production house and the clients.
I'm not
niangalia after once we call cut, then it's after.
So akikisha maliza episode pale kwa comments mkiuliza maswali ndajibu. Nawaambia ni nani.
Tabidi basi.
So there was a clash between the client and the production.
So the client had to come in, and I don't know if they're still doing the audits for the previous production house, because they had to audit them on where the money went, because they were paid fully, and they kept telling us
100%.
100%. And they kept telling us that our salaries have delayed, the client hasn't sent us money yet, money hasn't got into our account. So it was just a lot of back and forth. So yeah, the clients had to come in. Got to that point, they were removed. Now we got a different production house to come and take over, and the salaries became better, the working conditions became better, but we were overworking because we were behind schedule because of the whole drama. There's a time we were they'll know. Okay, there's a time we were off break.
I think but for safety stasema, because I don't want to be sued. Sitaki kusema the wrong production house.
Exactly.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But niki research deka pale kwa comments.
Utajua too. But there's a time we were even off air for like a whole month plus. If you know that, you know what show I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't even supposed to be one, like 2 seasons. It's supposed to be one full season. But
so right now we are your first family.
I don't know what you're talking about, Citi.
I'm just saying we are your first family.
No,
you
my first family is.
There's that first family.
Yeah.
We come with the second one, so you have to be the third one then.
Kill me now.
So, but now you feel like, because I don't know are you still in that production? Bado mnafanya?
No. I don't even think we're gonna get a third season because of a whole drama also. But we did really well. Like the ratings on air, I got some inside information. It was really good. So we're one of the top shows in Kenya. So you can imagine having all that, even your fans meeting them outside and they're like, when are we getting the next season? And you don't even know what to tell them because you know what's been happening.
I'm not the producer.
Yeah, you know what's been happening, but you can't tell them the inside information because you don't want to kill also that that's magic of cinema and that magic of film. You know, they don't want to know the behind the scenes because even then they'd be like, hey, kwani even actors unapitianga hivyo, you know. And you want to keep that character, you want to keep that love for the show still with them. So yeah, we don't know. It's very uncertain right now.
Well, I think in my head nishajua ni show gani. Ndaambia pale kwa comments. So now growing up. Because I don't know, because the time I knew you hauko umeangia bado kwa TV properly.
Yeah.
And I think that time your relationship with your dad was like ulikuwa unaogopa babako.
It was my mom actually. My mom was
used to fear your mom?
Yeah, my dad was supportive. Hata alikujanga set. Do you remember tukiwa Shell? He came to set.
He
with
came?
my sister. Yeah. My dad has always been that guy for if you want to
so
do
used to
it,
fear your
do
mom.
it.
So I have things mixed up.
My mom was
Because ulikuwanga like nisipofika
my mom. That was my mom.
No,
100%. Yeah.
So how is the support?
Right now?
No, not right now. When you were studying, how was it? How hard was it coming out of that cashel when your parents were being when your mom was being tough on you and the industry and you're a girl, industry umetakina Jesse.
Imagine mafisi too.
Guys,
correct me if I'm wrong.
Let's meet after this commercial break. Umepita mafisi wote wenye si mimi.
Mafisi wote.
How was it? Because I know as a girl child, if I ever have a girl child, I'll be very overprotective.
Yeah.
Extremely, because I know what I did. I know what people do. So I'll be very overprotective.
Yeah.
How was it? How did you come out of that?
At first it was such a fight. Like, especially with my mom, it was such a fight. Like, so I got my first audition was it an audition? It was a role as an extra on Vashita through Brian Gaia. So
Looku Vashita.
Episode moja.
Lakini Likarion. Ama si Likarion kwa director?
Joseph Kadhogo ndo alikuwa na director that time. Yeah, it was Joseph. Sikupata Likarion. Yeah. But no, I think he was on set one of the days. Yeah, but that's how I met him actually. So yeah, I got my first role. Akasema tanipeleka. I didn't even shoot that day. So she came to set. She's looking at all these creatives wanakwanga too expressive. Like they're all over the place. They don't care what they say. Like how ajali.
And your mom is there.
And my mom is there. So my mom had all of these things. Alafu anangalia environment anashindwa kai huku ni wapi. My daughter cannot stay here. So on our way back, she was telling me, "Oi, napana, uko? Aurudi. We focus tu na masomo. Wewe mambo za film achana nazo." So I kept telling her, no, it's not even about what's happening around me. It's what how I react to it. Trying to convince her. Also trying to convince my dad to convince her. But my dad alikuwa tu vibes and inshallah. So yeah, so I didn't shoot that day. So I had to, she told me if you want to still do this, you have to find a way to take yourself. Miss Kupeleki. Mind you, Miss J, just stage ya koja iko wapi? I've never, like me town najua tu archives and maybe hapo afya center.
Najua ungekuwa kuja maandamano ungekuwa unacheza street zote.
Kulikuwa na maandamano back then?
Nasema yeah, damn it. Hapo umenipata flat foot manze. God damn it.
No, say niko.
Kulikuwa na maandamano ya Raila.
Aish. When? Elections za mwisho zilikuwa when?
2002. 2022. Before 2022 ilikuwa 2017. Before 2017 ilikuwa 2013. Before 2013 ilikuwa 2007. So ulikuwa na time za kujua streets.
I was fresh out of high school. Alafu nilikuwa private school, bro.
Ulikuwa shule gani?
Kianda. But nilikuwa public then private then.
Kianda. Wasichana wa Kianda.
Wamedu. Sema wakukuja kwa attack.
Nikaa wewe.
Wamefanya?
Warembo, wanakaa poa. Hata mnaweza ni follow nyi wote. Shule mzima plus principal.
Msijaribu. Don't do it.
Na mnaweza slide kwa DM.
Do not do it. I tell you again, do not do it. Anyway, what
Wacha
was
kwa
I saying?
gatekeeper.
Me lazima ni gatekeep. Mafisi too. Anyway, what was
So
I
how did
saying?
you come out of that shell?
So
After your
I
mama
had
akakwambia
to,
sijui utakuta nini.
I had to fight my way through it because again I feel like our parents wako na hii mindset and it's not a bad thing. I think it's just the environmental exposure you are to. So they have this mindset where if it's not law, if it's not medicine, if it's not architect, if it's not all those big ones, engineering, like it's not not gonna be successful in life. So I think also being young, I'm just gonna advise you, do whatever, like try everything, don't let anyone limit you.
Hey,
but
you tried everything.
No,
you
tried everything. Try different career options. Like if you want to paint, do it. If you want to sing, do it. If you want to act, do it. If you want to do engineering, do it. No.
Do you remember you wanted to be a skater?
I don't even know what I was doing there. I swear, I don't remember.
You wanted to be a skater. You remember you wanted to be a skater?
No, I didn't want to be a skater. I just wanted to.
Umeva ma roller blades. Unatry.
Sijui ni nini nilikuwa nadu. I swear, I don't remember. But Jessie has known me that long.
God
but
damn.
so yeah, ilibidi tu I just fight my way through it. And now they're seeing the results of it. Ilifika point my mom was being sent for my adverts, anatumia nikiwa on TV. Sasa hata ilibidi tu ame-accept. Alafu nilikuwa nakuja home na kiburi. After nimelipwa nakuja na kiburi.
Na shopping.
I'm like, nasema, you guys want to eat what for dinner today? Sawa. You want pizza? Do it. Like nilikuja na kiburi ingine because my mom was like, wewe. So ilibidi tu ame-accept. Right now we are so close actually. To fight. We don't fight anymore like we used to. She's so open to whatever I tell her. If I tell her I'm out, she'd be like, oh, it's okay, take care of yourself, because she's not even in the country right now. So
anajua kuna pizza at the end of the day,
anajua kuna bread mali birthday yake anakulanga vizuri. So I mean she's not happy. Yeah.
And before acting you were a commercial model. How did that go? Why did you stop? What happened? Because you used to be a commercial model.
Yeah.
And then acting came and then you disappeared from the commercial.
I didn't
vicinity.
disappear from it. I think it's okay. So I started off as a commercial model. Yes. I did a lot of TVCs. I think most people knew me, or rather, if you're an OG follower, you knew me because I did TVCs. Then I got into film, and I think it's because I didn't think there are two different industries, but yeah, I think nilinga tu moja into the next very seamlessly. The first
I don't think they're different industries. Maybe they're different because of the pay.
Yeah.
Commercials pay better. Film is vibes na inshallah.
Yeah, exposure and everything else.
And exposure, huku tumelipwa na exposure. Ushalipwa na exposure?
Shalipwa na exposure funny enough.
God damn it. Kuna show nataka kufanya?
Hapana. At this time, you're coming with exposure. Bruh.
Shukuba unajua mimi niko na international market.
Stambwe.
Mimi niko na international market.
School exposure, bro. Utanilipia rent?
Exposure na kulipia rent.
Aje?
Yes, tena siku hizo wananisumbua manze. Damn it manze.
Bro,
God.
exposure ni mambo tuliacha back in the day. But
anyway, so una feel uko, are you happy in the industry that you're in right now?
Happy. Wow. Happy is an interesting word. Of course, I've had good experiences with the industry. I've learned a lot. I've experienced amazing directors. Unfortunately, like him. Unfortunately. But Jessie has really been... Honestly, you've helped me out a lot. Like, sometimes nakupigani kuulize, what do you think about this contract? I mean, should I ask for more? Alafu nikimventia, alafu ananipatia advice. But yeah, I've been able to experience a few good people. I can't complain. But again, industry iko such a long way to go. So sisi sema ati I'm fully happy. But it's given me numbers online. I've been able to get into a different industry, influencer marketing, which has been paying me so well. Because, for example, I don't know why, this is going to be very controversial, but I don't know why, as an actor, if you do something that looks like a big deal, it just becomes a slow paced movement afterwards. Like, for example, I don't know, I don't know, maybe this is speculation, this is just speculation.
Tell us, tutakwambia.
But after volume, like everything has been so slow. I think maybe because I've had rumors that maybe people think now we're too expensive, or we are now becoming Barbies, like we can't be told, or we can't, which is a wrong perception. Because I mean, if you've never approached me
Is
with a
it
job,
that? It's the other story.
Which other story?
Okay, let's continue then.
To the story.
Let's continue then.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh no. Maybe, yeah, maybe because of that. But yeah, I've been able to get into. Sorry.
Nani anakupigia? Hebu chukua mwambie uko kwa katikati ya kipindi acha na ni talking stage.
Si talking stage. Si talking stage. It's yeah, it's very
communication. Mimi dem akisema mimi communicate with him, mimi nakuacha.
Kwani si we communicating ama tunadu? Si we're getting to know each other through communication.
Ni talking
we are
stage.
getting to know each other.
So mtu mwingine akikuja a leapfrog.
Si ni sawa.
There you have it, guys.
No, but if you've not made anything official, then why are you assuming? Honestly, squeeze, I feel like men have gotten such an easy way out. I mean, easy way out, because mnakuja mnasema siwe ni demu yangu, alafu later on mna move on with another babe, you get married in like what 2 months, alafu this other babe amekuwa nawe for 7 years, amekushikilia 7 years akijua ni demu yako.
Kwani uko na experience?
But like I've seen these things happen, and man, it's not nice.
So advice yako kwa men ni gani basi?
If you like it, crown it. Period. For the audience in the back, thank you so much,
guys. I want to crown it. Are you ready? Get ready. Everybody say Dani.
But yeah, that's my advice. What was I talking about before?
You were saying about it was a podcast, man. I
know, like what was I talking about? Influencing my marketing right now. So yeah, now I'm doing that, and I'm happy with influencing, because again, this year has been quite slow because of, I don't know, but speculation, please don't get me wrong, but because of maybe volume and whatever. So yeah, so I've done a couple of projects this year as well, but not as a main cast, which is okay. I've featured, but yeah, most of my money has been coming from influencing right now. Yeah.
So what do you think that should be fixed in the TV, movies, in the acting industry? What do you think that should be fixed so that you don't have to depend on influencing for a living? Because you're an actor. People know you as an actor. Not everyone that knows you as an influencer. If you influence a brand on your socials, if you influence a brand on your socials, it's because people know you from
as
acting.
An actor.
You've grown that audience from acting. So what do you think should be changed in the industry so that people can know you more of an actor than an influencer?
I think just respect. It just all goes back to respect. If as a producer you come and you think, okay, as an actor, our actors are cheap, wambie tu utapatia 10k per episode and it's going to be okay, or like 2k per episode and it's going to be like, why are you not treating me with the same respect that I would treat you with when we're on set? Like as a producer, if you come and tell me it's gonna cost me this much if you extend another day, please help me just finish the scene. As an actor, I will respect you and come through for you in that aspect. But when it comes to like, even I get it, because most of the time it's a low budget production. Why are you accepting low budgets? Why are we accepting that low budget should be the norm? Or why are we accepting little money? If you know your project deserves this amount of money for you to produce an amazing project, then why are you settling for less? Like, why are you accepting? And then later on you come and take it from the actors, because you know that's where paluta kulia kwa actors, which is not fair. Because I mean, we've put in the work as well. We might not even be as trained, but again, we are the people who sell your shows. No one will go, unfortunately, no one would go to the credits and be like, oh, nani direct it, nani produce it. Nasema tu, because even if you check online, if you're watching a show, you'd go and check out, hey, who's this actor? How old is she? Background, whatever. You'd want to know more about them. That's why you'd find more actors have more followers online as compared to producers and directors. It's the truth. Unfortunately, it's the truth. And that's why even right now,
I mean, it's true, because like I always say, it's not about who's behind the camera, because even us guys behind the camera, we wouldn't be there without the actors, and the actors wouldn't be there without us. So
exactly.
we have to coexist. We have to find a way of coexisting. Na kama when producer unalipa watu vibaya ama una pocket a lot of money and buying V8s and houses in Runda.
Kwanza
Sijasema mtu nasema damn it, kuna producer alibai nyumba Runda.
Kuna mwenye anatamia you, we don't have money, na ali fly out, nilimwona in a different country like literally like a week after. I'm like, are we a joke to you? Like, it was so disrespectful, and it's so...
I hope it's not my friend.
No. It's fly the other one where I quit.
Fly out.
This one, not trauma. It's the other one where I quit. But, yeah.
Nimeona ndege mahali, Sigatero.
Sorry? Anyway, as I was saying, like, it's just disrespectful to us as actors. Like, again, afadhali tu wachane na watu tu roho safi, because... karma is real, to be very honest, and that's
so unfair, because I mean I've been in the industry for quite some time, and I've seen nimeona producers and production houses saving off, even not forget even actors, kuna crew.
Yeah,
the people that are told sina pesa ya lighting
what 50%.
kuna baba anambua sisi tunataka 50%, take it or leave it, which I think is quite unfair. For if you're thinking in that mindset, I don't think you're going to grow the industry. And if you need to grow the industry, we need to respect that everyone needs to get a fair share of the cake.
And the cake is big enough, to be very honest. Again, that's how utapata
half imekulwa na wengine. Sisi tunangangania half.
Half of the half.
Half tuko Jesse, Likario, Enos, wengine tuko wengi akina Obigwa wako pia Obigwa nakate so Obigwa kama mambo 25-50%.
Bro,
lazima nichome man, because that is very unfair.
It is unfair, to be honest. Yeah,
I don't think it's fair.
Yeah, it's not, because kama sahi you can imagine mtu angangani hivyo vyote a build social media presence yake, alafu a casting director will come and be, or rather even a client or a production house would be like, how many followers do these people have on their Instagram? Na bado utalipa peanuts. And then when they negotiate in terms of like a different contract, because if that's a amount you have for your production, what about marketing? Can I get into it as a marketer?
As an influencer.
Yeah, as an influencer.
Numbers,
Exactly. But they're going to be like, it doesn't work like that. Oh, just post because it's also for your benefit, which I get. But at the same time, you're also gaining more than I am. If it's for my benefits, then give me royalties. Why are you not giving me royalties? Because the show bado ina air.
But I'm 25%.
Ay. Just unaribu, man. Unaribu.
Hata inabidi nimemaliza episode hapa. Nikiendelea manze ndaharibu everything.
Yeah.
So your last word to your fans na actors, upcoming actors.
Upcoming actors, know your worth and don't settle for less. Invest in your craft, put in the work, learn as much as you can about the industry, learn about how you handle your contracts, learn about what you should be getting, the treatment you should be getting on set. And I'm not saying come in as a Barbie or come in with like a big head, because at the end of the day you're communicating with human beings, or a baddie, or because at the end of the day you're communicating with human beings, and they have a brain, they have emotions. It's about understanding, compromise, to pattern in the middle. If not, then hakuna haja. Also, trust me, if you settle for that less, you will pay for it in one way or another. You'll either be overworked, and I'm not even saying this with a bad heart or bad intentions, but you might be overworked. You might end up doing things that you did not sign up for, and it's just not going to be fair for you, and you'll feel like this industry is not worth it. And it is, to be very honest. Do what you love and put in the work. So yeah, be intentional, know your worth, and love what you do.
Guys, sina kitu na kuongezea man. I mean, that was so deep, that was so good. Umefanya kazi poa. I've seen you on Crime and Justice, all those shows. Good job.
Thank you.
From skating to there, umetry.
What's your name about skating? Is skating to Julie Tower, my friend?
Nilikuokota skating. I came to pick up for skating.
Oh my God.
But you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job.
Thank you.
Sasa ombea watu wangu wa subscribe basi ndio tumaji.
Hebu subscribe mpatie huyu mtu nini?
Oniomoe.
Pesa ya food. Sijalishwa guys.
God. Guys, hapa ndo tunafungia kipindi. Kipindi is over. You guys subscribe. Asante sana Shiko kwa kukuja.
Thank you.
Steph, Shiko, thank you for coming.
Anytime.
kama mnataka kusikia motion nyingine yake,
comment part 2.
Semen tu part 2.
Yeah.
Tutamleta. Kuna vitu hajasema zenye tunafaa kusikia. Kama hapo kwa communication. Hapo lazima tu communicate.
Achana mambo ya communication. If you know, you know.
So if you know, you know, subscribe. See you on the next one.
Bye.